You're listening to an AppleViz podcast. How to set up the VoiceOver recognition on your iOS. Alright, so now VoiceOver recognition is something we had before in the older iOS, and now on the newer iOS, we have something called screen recognition. And VoiceOver recognition interprets three things. So let me go to this area so we can talk about this a little bit more and explain what the three items that you can turn on and off. So head on over to the native Apple settings.
Settings.
Double tap here.
Settings.
And we're going to swipe to the right until we get to accessibility.
Accessibility. Button.
Double tap.
Accessibility features help you customize your iPhone for your...
And then we're going to go on over to VoiceOver.
Vision. Heading. VoiceOver. On. Button.
Double tap.
VoiceOver. On.
And now we're going to look for something called VoiceOver recognition.
VoiceOver recognition. Button.
Once you're here, go ahead and double tap.
Using on-device intelligence, your iPhone will automatically improve the accessibility of apps, images, and text. VoiceOver recognition should not be relied upon in circumstances where you could be harmed or injured, in high-risk situations, for navigation, or for the diagnosis or treatment of any medical condition.
Well, that's Apple's way of saying don't blame them. And so, as you can hear, there's three items here. So I'll go to the right here.
Image descriptions. On. Button.
We have the image description. So let's give it a little option here, what that's all about.
Your iPhone will speak descriptions of images and apps and on the web.
And we had this on before. It will be on. And if it isn't, go ahead and double tap that. And I'll give you a demonstration how they improved this. What they had before was great. This is even better. Love it. Go to the right.
Screen recognition. On. Button.
Here it is. So here's the big one. The screen recognition. So I'm going to go to the right here to explain it.
Your iPhone will automatically make apps more accessible by recognizing items on the screen.
And it will do as just that. If it cannot recognize items, if you had clicks or just simply nothing there before, it will try its very best to be able to pop up and tell you what it thinks it does. For about 80% of the time, I think it does pretty well. The other part, it will just not work at all. So it's not 100%. It is great. It is better than what we had before. But it's also not a silver bullet either. And I will give you an example how this works. I went ahead and put this on with a catch-22 on this one as well. Not with the images or the text, for example, but the screen recognition will only work on devices 10S and later, and those that are using SE 2020. Now the final and last item,
text recognition. On.
Is the text recognition. Go to the right.
Your iPhone will speak descriptions of text found in images.
This is very successful. I've had so many cool things with this. And one example I was watching a movie, for example, and you can hear the person describe, there's a plaque on the wall that says such and such. And my gosh, as soon as that person said that, this text recognition just popped in and it read what was on the movie. I have never had that done before. So no, it doesn't have to be just on photos or images. It will do movies as well. So basically that will pull text and anything it sees within images. All three of those are on. So let me give you a couple examples how these work. I'm going to head on to the App Store, which is a great example for me to show you.
App Store. App Store. Today, Saturday, September.
I'm going to find a particular app here to give you an example.
Seeing AI, talking camera for the blind, 4.25 stars.
And a lot of you are probably familiar with this one, right? So I'll just double tap on this particular app in the App Store.
Artwork. Seeing AI. Image. An illustration of a cell phone on a blue surface. A blue logo with a white background.
There is what we're talking about. You're going to hear that little ding, ding. Every time it recognizes an image, it's going to go ahead and make that little tone. It'll tell you what the image is. And if there's any text, I'll read the text. The cool thing is, remember all those screenshots we were never able to see before? Now you are able to see, or in this case, hear it, what those screenshots consist. Some of them are not very well done. Some of them are great. So let's use this.
Head. Screenshot. Image. A smartphone with a screen displaying an image and text. Documents. Speak text instantly.
Hear that? It did the text. So it said what the image is plus what was written on it.
Screenshot. Image. A smiling person wearing a blue and white dress and posing for a photo. People. Describe faces and emotions. Screenshot. Image. A white can on a white surface with a green border and white text. Products. Scan barcodes using audio beeps to guide you. Screenshot. Image. A smartphone with a multicolored cover on a wooden surface. Short text. Speak text instantly.
What a world of difference this makes. So those are the major improvements and the text recognition. Now, let's talk about this screen recognition I was telling you about. So I'm going to head on out of here and I'm going to go find a different app of choice here to use that as an example. Now, this is kind of a hit and miss. Now, I have seen extreme success with it to things where it didn't make any difference. So we hope, or I hope, that it will improve over time, and I'm pretty sure it will. Let me show you one, the big one that I can demonstrate to you. So it's called Song Pop.
Song Pop.
So here's Song Pop. I'm going to go ahead and double tap and open this up.
Song Pop. Image.
Yep.
An illustration of a blue circular object. Welcome to Song Pop 2. I'm Melody. Are you ready for some music trivia fun?
And I'm just going to navigate around here.
Image. No description available. Button. Image. An illustration of a yellow and red figure with a face on a white background. Image. An illustration of a cartoon character. Button. Image. An illustration of a yellow circle with a hole in the middle. Get started. Button.
And we get to get started. Now, what you heard there, screen recognition is on. Yes. So in this case, you heard everything. Now, if I go to screen recognition and turn this off.
Screen recognition off for Song Pop.
And I turn this off. Now, I get absolutely nothing. I'm touching all over the screen. There's nothing on there. So this is one of those cases where I have an extreme case where absolutely nothing was here. I have some pretty mixed results. Some of them are pretty good. They'll bring up a button or such, and I wasn't seeing that before. A couple clicks, I were able to see and identify there were images and where they were not before. So I'm saying this with caution is that don't expect this to be the silver bullet that will make everything accessible. That's not the case. It's just to improve on things and to help the developers to know that the elements aren't being labeled and such, and to help us out in certain circumstances. Now, one more thing I want to show you before we leave out of here. We're going to head back into the settings area and go back to the accessibility voiceover and in under the voiceover recognition and to the screen recognition. There's one more thing I want to show you.
Screen recognition on button.
So here we are. We're back to the screen recognition area. I want to show you something in here because I think it may find useful for yourself. If you double tap in this area.
Screen recognition on.
Not only is this area we can turn it on and off, but down below will show you all the apps that are using it. I find this very useful, so let me show you.
Apply to apps. Song Pop, Toolbox Pro, button.
Apply to app. Yes. So in other words, if you double tap this.
Apply to heading.
It's going to show you all the things or all the screen recognition that is on or off for all the apps that you have installed on your device. So in this case, it's going to alphabetize all the apps I have. So let's go through a few.
Access. Button. Edgard Pro. Adobe Fill and Sign. AI Dungeon. Button. Ira. Button.
So if you want to turn on screen recognition or you need to turn it off, let's just say Ira, for example. If I double tap this.
Selected. Ira.
It becomes selected. That means screen recognition is now on for Ira. And if I double tap this again.
Ira.
It turns it off. So be aware of that as well. So that is how to set up voiceover recognition on iOS. My name is Thomas Domville. I also go by the name of Anonymous. Until next time, bye-bye.
This AppleVis podcast has been brought to you by the community of AppleVis.com for the latest in resources and tips and tricks to get you the best experience from your Apple. www.applevis.com